Greetings. I thought I'd make a quick video about Jesus' first miracle and a possible hidden message. I first heard about Jesus' first miracle when I was a small boy in church and only halfway paying attention, like most children in church. But something jumped out at me, and that's what I'm going to share with you. And I thought a lot about it. Looking back as an adult, it probably looked like I wasn't paying attention at all, but I remember thinking about this for a long time as a child, and here lately, for some random reason, I've been thinking about it again, and so I thought, you know what, I'm going to make a video about it. So it's John chapter 2, verses 1 through 11, and let me just quickly paraphrase what it is, and then I'll get to the what I saw when I was a child, and I may be way off base, but I'll let the audience decide. Okay, so Jesus went to a wedding. Mary, Jesus' mother, heard their servant say, "There's no more wine. What can we do?" And so Mary went back and told Jesus, and Jesus says, "Why are you concerning me about this? My hour has not yet come." And Mary went back to the servants and said, "Do whatever Jesus tells you to do." So Jesus went to the servants and said, "Fill up 6 jars of water." Now there were 6 jars that held 20 to 30 gallons each, and these jars were used for ceremonial cleansing. And Jesus went on and said, after you fill them up with water, dip out a cup and give it to your master, meaning the master of the ceremony, the person who was holding that the bride and groom had probably hired to put on the event. And so it would have been very embarrassing for the bride and the groom, by the way, to have ran out of wine. So anyway, it was a big deal. So when the servants did that, they saw wine instead of water. And when they went to the headmaster, the master of the ceremony, tasted the wine and told to the groom, "You've saved the best wine for last." And now that person did not know where the wine had come from. And so everyone was amazed, and it was Jesus' first miracle. So the things I want to look at is, so in researching this video, I see a lot of hidden messages where people say the ceremonial jars were used for washing, and Jesus turned the water into wine, representing his blood, representing the foreshadowing of his crucifixion and paying the ultimate price for all of mankind's sin, the blood washing away the sin. I was not capable of such in-depth thinking when I was a child. So what fascinated me was when Jesus says, and you'll have to read it for yourself, it was something like, "Why are you concerning me with this?" What he said to Mary, "My hour has not yet come." But usually, if you've read stories in the Bible, let me digress for just a second. Christ was God manifested in the flesh, and he already knew the answer whenever he'd ask a question. It wasn't, when Christ asked a question, it was never for his benefit, it was for the benefit of the others. And like, I'm quickly reminded of the woman at the well when Christ says, "Go and get your husband and come back." And the woman says, "I have no husband." Jesus says, "You are right. You have no husband, for you've had 5, and the man you're living with now is not your husband." So it was just for the person's benefit, for the situation. So my point is, and I'm sorry to say all of that just to finally get to my point, when I was a child, was this supposed to be Jesus' first miracle? So it happened, so the answer is yes, but you get into this conundrum of, why did he say, "My hour had not yet come," and why are you, concerning me with this? It makes me wonder. The lesson I got from it when I was a child, and it still sticks with me, is, so sometimes in life you have this perfect moment plan. Like, I know when my wife and I wanted to own our first home, and we were looking for a piece of property, and I wanted this to be perfect and this to be just perfect and the finances to be just perfect. And then we saw the land and it was, everything just kind of happened, and it was like, well, This isn't exactly how I planned it in my mind, but this is the time. Now, I wonder if the hidden message, another hidden message, is simply as, sometimes people wait, to get married or buy their first house or buy a car, or, things have to be exactly perfect in their mind. And maybe, it is, right now, maybe, the perfect moment will never come, in a manner of speaking. So I kind of take that as a message to inspire people. People should plan out and wait for the right moment for things, but sometimes the right moment is, in front of you, and maybe you don't see it. So maybe I'm way off base here. I don't know. It was, and I hope I conveyed that correctly. What I was trying to say. I'm not the world's best speaker, that's for sure. But hopefully, I'm getting across the message that maybe there's a hidden message besides the foreshadowing of his death and washing away the sin, but of, sometimes in life, the perfect moment, if you're waiting for something exactly perfect, it'll probably never come. And so, I don't know. Leave your comments below if, let me know what you think. If I'm way off base here, or if I'm totally missing it, or whatever, I'd be curious to know. Thank you very much, and have a great day.